I trust, we trust, everybody is having an amazing Sunday. Welcome to Sunday afternoon. It is just past 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. And Joe and I are having a conversation. Yeah, Joe is my 7.5-year young son.
Your young ones.
And we often talk about some interesting things. Interesting, fun things. So as we're sitting here, we're talking about quality of life. And it's quite interesting because I asked Joe a single question. I'm going to lead up to how sort of all of our questions arise. And this is something I actually shared not too long ago, like 30 minutes ago in our sprint group, which is working on habits and mindset and routine and all these things. So I'm going to bring you a little bit into our world about how we focus and put attention on the quality of our thinking. So I asked the question to Joe. I said, hey, Joe, what is the best version of yourself? Come on up here. Come on up here. What does the best version of yourself look like? And he was pretty quick to respond. What was your response?
Happy.
Excited. Positive. So think about this. Not only asking those that are in your environment or in your proximity or those that you care about, maybe it's a multiplier, somebody in your bus, all these terms that we use. But what's the best here? Come here. The best version of yourself looks like, what if you had more happiness, more excitement, more positivity? What else did you say? He said, respectable. Responsible. Polite. And this all comes from, this is where I want to sort of dig in because
Games.
There are, and this is why routine is so important, and this is why I want to share this. Rituals, routines, we become them. We become the routines, we become the habits that we practice and put attention to every single day. Where our attention goes, our energy flows, and that's where the results show. So there's 4 questions that I ask my kids every single night before they go to sleep. May I share these? Yes? Okay.
All of them.
All of them? All right, let's share them.
You share them.
So the first question before their head hits the pillow is what? What's the first question I ask you?
What did you learn today?
What did you learn today? And it's not in any particular order. What did you learn today?
What are you looking forward to tomorrow?
What are you looking forward to tomorrow? Here, come up here. Come here.
What did you fail at?
What did you fail at? How about that one? Let's see those teeth. What did you fail at? That's an interesting one because, hey, it could come across as a negative connotation, but there's never a loss, only a lesson. So you're extracting, what did you really go after today? What did you try and fail at? Could you imagine if you went and tried and failed more things and you were able to extract more lessons out of them? And that's something that we were talking about today. I was asking Joe in the car, I said, hey, what's a lesson that you learned yesterday? Not today, but I want you to think about yesterday. What's a lesson you learned? And we started having this conversation. And by the way, that's one thing I'm really trying to improve on is having better conversations with the people around me, the people that I care about, people that care about me. It's challenging to have a conversation because it really does come down to the quality of the questions. And by the way, if you want to change the quality of your thinking and, if you're going like from a state of like depression or anxiety, fear, worry, simply change the quality of the questions that you ask and answer yourself. When you can do that, it really creates a shift. You start pivoting in your brain, in your mind, the quality of your thinking, asking yourself better questions. Okay, so that's 3. What's the last question? What's the 4th question that I ask you? Which is really the first question I ask. What are you
grateful for?
What are you grateful for? So could you imagine every night before you went to bed, you asked yourself 1, 2, 3, even all those questions? What are you grateful for? What did you learn today? What are you looking forward to tomorrow? And what did you fail at today? And here's why it's important. It doesn't matter if you're 7 or if you're 42 years young like myself. When you ask those questions to yourself every single night, what your mind and your brain does throughout the entire day, it starts looking for those answers because you're going to ask yourself those questions at the end of every day. So your attention is going to a much more efficient place. So I wanted to share that. I'd just again, bring you into my world a bit. And the important thing to really understand is that a question that is well phrased is a problem half solved. So if you have a massive problem out there, I believe there's several questions that you can ask yourself to get to a solution. But if you ask yourself the right question, a well-phrased question, that problem is already half solved. So what did you learn today? Let's start here. What did you learn today? What's the lesson you took out of today, the first half of the day already?
The same as yesterday.
Yeah, what was yesterday?
Or 2 days ago.
What was it?
That in Fortnite, you don't have to eliminate people. You have to do missions. To level up.
All right, leveling up. We're talking about Fortnite. We're talking about video games. It's the same response. Talk about congruency. It's the same response that he gave about 30, 40 minutes ago when we were in our sprint group. And it's great because he's been focusing on that. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're consistent. All right, everyone. Hey, have a great Sunday. It's a gorgeous day to be confident. We have some overcast right now. There's some rain clouds. Joe's prepared with the umbrella. He's not a huge fan of the rain, but what we say is a rainy day is no match for a sunny disposition. We're hoping to get a bike ride in today. We want to, hopefully get a good 15, 20 miles in if the weather cooperates. And we're doing this for Alex's lemonade stand. We are celebrating.
My mom works at McGee.
Yes, she does. We're not necessarily celebrating. We're honoring the children that have cancer, pediatric cancer research. So that's why I'm committed to riding 300 miles with Dale the Whale combined. And if you're not following Dale the Whale or Dale Phelps, then go follow him. Go stalk him a bit because he's another amazing human that you want in your life. And combined 600 miles we're riding in September. We're already at 251 miles. So we're almost halfway there, and it's only the 5th of the month. So we're pretty excited about that, and we're just honored and privileged to be able to contribute to those kids that are in need and can't do the things that we necessarily can do. Things that you can do. They can't do those things because they're not feeling well and they're going through treatments.
So you can't do this?
Nope, won't be able to do that. All right, make it a night worth repeating or a day worth repeating. If you're ready to go take on the day, say what?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait, Dad.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Yeah, wait, final word. What is it?
What? Let's go.
Let's go.